As the movie opens, we meet a woman, Emma, who discreetly eliminates a man before changing into her regular outfit. She then leaves the airport and heads home. At home, Emma is a loving wife to her husband Dave and a caring mother to her children, Wyatt and Caroline. But unknown to them, she is a contract assassin who pretends to travel for professional work. Meanwhile, consumed by her demanding professional life, Emma feels very guilty as she had forgotten about her wedding anniversary. When Dave surprises her with a roleplay costume, she suggests that the two of them meet at the hotel bar the next day as complete strangers, as a way to spice up their time together. The following day, Emma dresses up confidently, waiting for Dave at the agreed-upon hotel bar. Dave gets stuck in traffic, and in the meantime, an elderly man approaches Emma. He strikes up a conversation with her, even though she shows no interest. Emma feels a little uncomfortable when he repeatedly questions her about her job. She senses that things might take a turn as the man, Bob, constantly mentions that her face looks exceptionally familiar. Finally, Dave arrives and later joins Emma as they talk to each other like strangers. Bob's over-enthusiastic behavior, even after joining Dave and Emma again at the bar, raises Emma's suspicions about his ill intentions. The couple finally gets some time alone after they manage to bid Bob goodbye. Dave, who is quite drunk, is assisted by Emma to their room, and while he is fast asleep, Emma has business to take care of. She walks up to Bob's room, and as it turns out, Bob is an independent contract killer. He is in town for business and did not expect to come across a familiar face. Emma has a bounty to her name, and Bob recognized her. To be completely sure, he rechecked the picture of Emma, and it was a perfect match. The bounty was set by an association called the Sovereign, and they wanted Emma alive. Emma used to work for the Sovereign, and they were searching for her after she chose to go off-grid. Bob tries to cut a deal with Emma as an alternative to not reporting her to the Sovereign, or demanding a 60% commission on her future assignments. He eventually agrees to come down to 40%, but it is still not within Emma's budget. She calmly asks him to go ahead and make the call to the Sovereign, though she is confident that the poison in his system would make the task impossible. Emma explains that she had poisoned Bob's drink while they were at the bar. The minute he had taken his eyes off his drink, she poured her lethal liquid into it. The only reason she's there is to make sure that he doesn't make the call. When Emma receives a call from Dave, Bob doesn't seem to give up, even though his body is collapsing. Before dying, he tries to attack Emma, resulting in a mess, but Emma manages to stop him. After returning home, Dave is surprised to learn that the man they met at the bar was murdered, and they are the primary suspects. Dave and Emma were seen talking to Bob, and it was captured on CCTV. While Emma convinces Dave not to reach out to the authorities, she lies to him, claiming she has an important trip to Boise, where she is urgently needed. The next day, Emma promises her family that she will be back in a few days and will meet Dave at the airport. As promised, Dave goes to see Emma, but he cannot find her, and she does not respond to his calls. Soon, Dave is brought to the police station for interrogation. Nervous about being the primary suspects in the recent hotel murder case, he tries to prove his innocence. However, to his surprise, the detective suggests something completely unexpected. Special Agent Gwen Carver joins the meeting to discuss Emma's case. Dave is shocked to learn that the woman he is married to is not named Emma Rayburn. She had stolen the identity of a deceased woman by that name, and for the last 7 years, she had been living a false life. He has shown pictures of his wife arriving at Buenos Aires airport last week, which makes him realize that Emma lied about the meeting in Nebraska. Dave also learns the true identity of the man they met at the hotel bar, a contract killer named Derek Worley. Dave discovers that Emma's real name is Anna Peller, and she is a wanted criminal. He initially thinks it's all an elaborate joke, but he soon realizes that everyone in the room is quite serious about the discussion. Dave returns home to find a secret suitcase filled with fake passports, wigs, and ammunition. The truth starts to sink in, but at the same time, he trusts his wife. He knows that he loves the woman he married, and before arriving at any conclusion, he wants to have a word with her. The police, including Agent Carver, visit Dave and try to extract some information about Emma, but he does not give in. Meanwhile, we see Emma in Berlin meeting Raj. Just when the two are trying to get away to a safe spot, Agent Carver's men find her, and a chase ensues, eventually resulting in Raj's death. When Carver learns about her location, she leaves Dave, promising him that she will make sure the family is well protected. Dave has his suspicions and finds a working number in Emma's belongings, and it turns out to be Raj's cell phone. Unable to think things through, Emma hears Raj's cell phone ringing, and she picks up the call. It is Dave on the other side, and he demands answers from her and wants to discuss the matter in person. Despite Emma's warning for him not to come, Dave decides to leave the kids with his sister and arrives in Berlin, where a man takes him to a German hotel bar where his wife is waiting for him. Emma reveals that her name is Anna, and she kills people for a living, something she was trained to do a long time ago. As Dave demands the truth about her real family background, Emma tells him that her father was an ex-Secret Service agent who built a private organization, Sovereign, along with an intelligence agent named Gwen Carver. Carver took Emma in as a child when her father was killed and manipulated and trained her to be an assassin. However, when Emma came of age, she figured out Carver is the bad guy, so she left the organization, and that's how she met Dave, and her life shaped afterward. She had escaped to Berlin to get Canadian passports so her family could start their lives afresh. Emma decides that she would no longer work as a contract killer as soon as she safely escapes the threat of Sovereign. Even after finding out everything about his wife, Dave loves her and wants to be with her. Carver's men enter the bar, and after a brief scuffle, the couple gets shot with tranquilizers. Emma wakes up in an open confinement in the middle of a forest. She walks out to find Carver and her kids playing with a puppy. After the kids are gently taken to the other room, Carver explains to Emma that she must join back with Sovereign to help build the organization her father had planned. The only issue in the entire scenario is Dave. Gwen sees no use for Dave, and he is seen as a hindrance. She instructs Anna to eliminate Dave, or else she would lose her children. Emma, who is well aware of Carver's manipulative tactics, agrees and waits for Dave to be brought to her. Dave is presented before Emma, and she takes a walk with him into the woods, telling him that they are both under a sniper's watch. She asks him to hold her like they used to, and whispers in his ear that she has been ordered to harm him. Before Dave can react, she fires, and he falls to the ground. One of Carver's guards comes in to collect the body, confirming Emma's task for Carver. When the guard tries to move Dave's body into the corpse suit, Emma acts swiftly and incapacitates her, hiding behind a tree to avoid the sniper's aim. She then neutralizes the sniper as well, clearing the path. In a surprising twist, it turns out that Emma had instructed Dave to play dead in order for her to clear a safe route to reach Carver. When Carver doesn't get through the comms of the other guards keeping an eye on Emma, she starts panicking. Before her bodyguard can react to Emma's next move, she is struck, but fortunately, she is wearing a bulletproof vest. Emma comes into the scene, and a confrontation ensues between the two. On the other hand, Dave goes to the kids and waits patiently for his wife to join them. Emma incapacitates the guard, and as Carver tries to escape, Emma follows her, and a standoff occurs. The student has now surpassed her mentor, and she catches Gwen off guard. Carver demands Emma to finish her off, but Emma doesn't want to waste a minute and leaves her to face a slow end. She leaves Carver and heads back to the family, and the four leave the Sovereign compound along with the little puppy. At the end of the movie, we see the family in the car driving to the hospital where Dave's wounds can be looked at. It would appear that they are now safe, as Gwen and her team have been dealt with. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe or follow this channel or page. See you next time.